A while back, I told you about Stacey Plaskett. She's a delegate in Congress. She's not a congresswoman. She represents the Virgin Islands. She's delegate. She's not really a ranking member. It's a long story about her connection to Jeffrey Epstein. And one of the things that was revealed is the fact that she had accepted donation money from Jeffrey Epstein for her campaign. And she at one point had refused to return that money even after it was revealed that he was convicted. Well, now it goes a little bit deeper because now there is more information that has been revealed about Stacey Plaskett that shows that her relationship with Jeffrey Epstein is a lot deeper than we thought. And it was not just a donation that tied them together. There are more things at play here. But I also first want to remind you that she was the delegate that heavily went after Matt Taibbi during his congressional hearing about the Twitter files. Listen to this. Now, I want you to see this video here where it says Representative Jim Jordan's FBI witness testified publicly before Congress as questions about their legitimacy remain. She was on CNN. Now, this video, this was just 1 month ago. Just 1 month ago. Listen to this.
And Congresswoman Plaskett joins us now. Thanks for being with us. What exactly was going on from your point of view in that hearing room today?
Well, you know, this is a very interesting select committee that has been put together by Kevin McCarthy. And its primary purpose, Anderson, is really to test case conspiracy theories that the Republicans have, and specifically that Donald Trump may use in his presidential election. So we've done the Twitter files investigation. We're looking at FBI supposed whistleblowers. That's the sum total of what is happening here. This is a really concerted effort to undermine Americans' confidence in the rule of law, in the Department of Justice, in the FBI.
They should be investigating her. Instead of calling Matt Taibbi to Congress, instead of calling these FBI witnesses to Congress, she should be testifying in front of Congress. That's the hypocrisy of all of this. She's on that committee to determine whether or not someone is doing something that's lawful. Are you kidding me? Same thing with Debbie Wiseman Schultz. She should have never been there, never been on that committee.
And can you just explain why you're saying that those witnesses are not actually whistleblowers and why you think Congressman Jordan is not giving you and Democrats on the committee all the information you're requesting? Because when Dan Goldman brought that up, Jordan, you know, I looked at the transcripts, Jordan essentially said, yeah, we've just chosen not to give it to you.
Right. Well, you know, the rules no longer apply. And specifically, my Republican colleagues don't think the rules apply when the rules don't help them. That's also what they've done with the FBI in other instances. They're not interested in working and finding out cases and issues that the FBI may have and how it may have misused its power. They're only interested when the FBI is going after or has put down individuals who espouse theories that they want to put forward, like a stolen election, like January 6th not having been an insurrection. So the issue we had with the witnesses that they brought forward today is that Jim Jordan and his other members of his party, particularly on that committee, would like us to believe that these individuals are whistleblowers. Whistleblowers are individuals who will be protected by the government because they are disclosing allegations of misconduct.
Is that true? Have these whistleblowers been protected by the government? How would John Kiriakis feel about that? There were multiple whistleblowers at the Julian Assange rally in DC last October that I spoke at. Did the government protect them? The FBI went to John Kiriakis' house. So what is she talking about? What is she talking about? Did the government protect Edward Snowden? Did they protect Daniel Hale? Did they protect Julian Assange? Chelsea Manning? This woman is very fake, and I hope you can see through her. And we're about to reveal something about her as well as to why I said she should not be on the committee in the first damn place.
The individuals that we saw today have not alleged any misconduct by the FBI. What they have alleged is that the FBI asked them to do their job and did not believe that January 6th was a regular day. The FBI believed that January 6th contained domestic terrorists and made these individuals act as federal law enforcement officers to go after and to investigate those individuals. And that's exactly what they did not want to do. Friend did not want to be involved in the arrest of an individual who they have known has been armed. We saw pictures of him in January 6th with assault weapons, canisters of tear gas, wearing protective masks himself. Other individuals that as you heard from the reporter, were downloading and disseminating to other FBI agents information that they knew were fallacious and not true, was told by the supervisor not to do it and continued to do it. And the third person recorded his supervisor when that is against the law for him to do that, and downloaded information and put it out there into the public. So these are not, as we would consider them, whistleblowers, people who are alleging wrongdoing. These are individuals who have a gripe with FBI, rightfully had their security clearances revoked because they were sympathizers of January 6th and other theories. And so now they are crying grievance because of that.
This woman is a tool, right? Explain something to me, ladies and gentlemen. How is it that someone who's not even a congresswoman, by the way, get this off your channel, get this off your channel. This is her YouTube channel. Look at this. It says right here, Congresswoman Stacey Plaskett. This is her channel. You are not a congresswoman. You are a delegate. So explain something to me, ladies and gentlemen. How is it that someone who is a delegate, not even a ranking member, how does she get on these special committees? How does she get to have all these interviews? How does she get to make all these decisions about people who are whistleblowers and such? How did she get to do all this? She's a low-ranking member. But she was closer than we thought to Jeffrey Epstein. And shout out to Lee Fang. I think it's pronounced Fang. Lee Fang. Shout out to Lee. He's a journalist. He was the one who broke this story. New court filings show Delegate, see there's Del, not Congresswoman, Delegate Stacey Plaskett, one of the most popular Democrats on MSNBC, not only lied about her year-long fundraising from Jeffrey Epstein, she also literally worked for Epstein's shadowy tax and political influence fixer before entering public office. Lee dropped the hammer. Let's go in. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. House Democrat worked for Epstein's tax and political fixer. Let's go in. There she is. Democratic delegate Stacey Plaskett, a representative of the U.S. Virgin Islands in Congress, has distanced herself from convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, claiming she was completely unaware of his donations. You ever notice how when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein and all these people that are connected to him, all of them are unaware? You really expect me to believe that everyone that was connected to him that's been exposed didn't know anything about his donations or what was going on? Everyone is unaware. I had no idea. We weren't really friends. We went to dinner one time. Noam Chomsky. Bill Gates, I ate with him once. The unsealed documents outline a decade-long association involving direct solicitations for money, personal meetings, and employment at a law firm deeply connected to Epstein's shadowy network. Plaskett not only repeatedly sought financial contributions from Epstein and had multiple face-to-face encounters with him, but she also worked directly for a St. Thomas-based law firm that played a role in cultivating influence for Epstein's clandestine activities. Let's go on. In a deposition last month, Plaskett disclosed that she was introduced to Epstein by Erica Kellerhals, an attorney. I'm gonna make this bigger. Sorry. Where did I go? Okay. Erica Kellerhals, an attorney who lobbied on his behalf and represented his business and philanthropic ventures. Kellerhals' significance goes beyond a casual connection. Before Plaskett's congressional tenure, she worked at Kellerhals Ferguson Cloblin PLLC, the boutique tax firm in the Virgin Islands from 2013 to 2014, a period in which Epstein was a major client. Plaskett's involvement with Epstein may extend further back, as she previously served as a counsel on the Virgin Islands Economic Development Authority, the EDA, which granted Epstein $300 million in allegedly improperly obtained tax exemptions over the course of 2 decades. Asked during her deposition if she worked for Epstein or any Epstein-linked businesses while serving at Kellerhals law firm, which specializes in EDA assistant, Plaskett responded, "I don't recall." She should be the one testifying to Congress right now. By the way, I don't recall. It's just a weak statement. It's a statement that people use a lot of times when they don't really want to say the truth. They'll just say, "Oh, I don't recall." The 2 years during which she worked for Epstein's lawyer are notably missing from Plaskett's LinkedIn account. Oh, what do you know? There's a 2-year gap between 2012 and when she'd entered Congress in 2015. Now, why would that be? Emails and testimony, however, closely linked Plaskett's rapid political rise with Epstein's deep pockets. In 2014, Cecile, a close aide to Epstein, advised him to support Plaskett in her bid for Congress against local legislator Sean Michael Malone. Sean is the one who came after you in the Senate hearing last week. He is nasty and needs to be defeated, and we have a friend in Stacy. Now, that came from Cecile. During the election, Epstein aides, including Darren, Leslie, Kellerhals, donated heavily to Plaskett, helping her overcome Malone by a mere 737 votes in what local press called one of the biggest upsets in Virgin Island politics. Now, if it's one of the biggest upsets, you should have known that there was money somewhere attached. That year, it's Caitlin. Casey? Yeah. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, guys. I skipped forward somehow. Oh, no. There we go. That year, Dijon wrote to Epstein to confirm that a $13,000 corporate donation planned for the Democratic Party would be made for the benefit of Stacey Plaskett. You see how this works, you guys? You scratch my back, we scratch your back, we get you into Congress. Plaskett courted more financial support and met with the convicted offender at his office in St. Thomas. According to the testimony, Epstein donated the maximum amount, the $5,400, to Plaskett in 2016 and donated again in 2018. If you would share this invitation with Jeffrey, I'd be much appreciative, wrote Plaskett on July 12, 2018, over email to Kellerhals and Leslie Groff, beckoning the financier to a New York City fundraiser with Michael Bloomberg. All these rich people are connected. Groff was Epstein's personal assistant who had been accused of helping Epstein recruit underage girls. Guys, follow the dots. But Stacey Plaskett doesn't recall if she worked for them or not. I would be grateful for his support and the support of those that he may direct to assist me. That's coming from Plaskett in an email that was subsequently forwarded to Epstein. And here's that email. From Stacey Plaskett Subject, Bloomberg invite for Plaskett for Congress fundraiser. That was July 12th, 2018. You see this? Good morning, Leslie. I'm going to say it like Stacey. Good morning, Leslie. If you would share this invitation with Jeffrey, I'd be much appreciative. I would be grateful for his support and the support of those that he may direct to assist me. I'll be in New York City the Thursday of the event through the weekend. Again, thanks, Stacey. Less than 2 weeks after the exchange, Epstein wrote a $2,700 check to Plaskett. Later that year, Yolanda Addison, then a Plaskett consultant who now serves as executive director for the Congressional Black Caucus PAC, continued to write to Epstein requesting his support at several Plaskett campaign fundraiser events. Where is the push and the call to remove Stacey Plaskett from Congress? Where's the push and the call? Where's the push and the call to make Stacey Plaskett testify before Congress on the committee that she's a part of? Where's the call for that? Do you see how corrupt the corruption? This woman, this is the same woman who threatened to send Matt Taibbi to prison. She has no accountability right now. She has no right to sit on that committee and to determine whether or not someone else is a whistleblower or not, or if they're in the right or the wrong. She's sitting in Congress. If you haven't had a chance to do so, follow Lee. He's on Substack. He used to write for The Intercept. I don't think he does anymore, but he's been doing really great work. Follow him on Substack. That's all I got to tell you. That's freaking crazy. More information keeps coming out about her. I don't know what else to tell you guys, but I thought that one story I covered where I revealed that she took money from him and after he was going to refuse to give the money back, I thought that was a doozy, but no. She goes in deep with that relationship with Epstein, and that should be concerning. If you have not had a chance to do so, go ahead and smash that like button, guys. That helps me with the algo. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. We're moving on to our next story here. Oh, thank you, Desert Mantis. Great investigative journalism by Lee Fong. I know, right? He's killing it, by the way. He's been killing it recently. And Cryosynth says delegates are more expensive than senators. Well.